everybody, it's Erin Reed from Erin Reed Makes, and today I am going to show you how to use a Glaminator to make your own Christmas planner. And for the best part, there is a giveaway. There's going to be one lucky winner from my channel that if you leave a comment on this channel about how you would use a Glaminator after watching this video, you get kind of an idea of what it's all about. You have a chance to win a Glaminator package, which includes a set of foils, Glaminator, and some Xyron products worth over $300. So leave a comment down below. Make sure you come back tomorrow at 9 a.m. I will be live announcing the winner, so that way you can get a chance to win. Yay! Today we are making this Christmas planner super simple. All you have to do is print it out, and then you can use your Glaminator to decorate it and make it all kinds of pretty and shiny. So what I've done is I've gone through and I've added some of the foil to some of the tops of the sheets. This is on a file that is already down below. It's in a Google Doc. Click on it. It's a PDF. Print it out. When you print it out, make sure you print it out on two-sided and short side. And that way it prints out just perfectly. And I will show you what it looks like. This is when it's all stapled together and it's all ready to go. And look how cool. So what I've done is I've made some pages that have like Christmas Day. There's so much happening on Christmas Day. You need to have 3 days for that. For December, every single day you have a nice big day. I've also put the entire calendar in there for the entire month of December. And I've even included some days in November. Grocery list page. We have events, gift list page. Every single day has a nice big day, so you can write some stuff down. We've got, again, more every single day in December. And then what I've done for the very important days. So for instance, we have some notes pages for Christmas Eve. Lots of stuff happened Christmas Eve. For Christmas Day, lots of stuff happened Christmas Day. And then to New Year's Day and New Year's Eve, I made a boo-boo. Shh, don't tell anybody, but that's supposed to be New Year's Eve. I have fixed it on your PDF, don't worry, this was my prototype. Make sure you print this on a laser printer. That way it works with the foil, it will transfer. You have a carrier sheet, you have a transfer, but you can also use paper. So I'll show you some hints and tricks about how to get this to work just perfectly. Lots of color options. I printed some on red paper, it looks awesome. I printed some on white paper, it looks awesome. It really is just a personal thing. All right, so how does the planner work? So when you print it off, it looks like this. So it's going to print off as being 2 pages either side. Here you can see, and prints off no problem. So you can see I fixed New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, boo-boo. It's all fun. So you could totally take this planner and then fold it in half on either way, staple it on the inside, and you are done. You can do that. But let's glam this thing up. So we're gonna do the front cover, and we're gonna do some of the inside pages. Super, super simple. This is your carrier sheet. Now, this is a hint to you. If you place this in here, cover this up, load this in here, and then load it, what's gonna happen is that if you don't put any foil or any kind of coverage on this, all of the toner that's on here is gonna transfer to the plastic. And how do I know that? Because I did it by accident. Take a look at that. I was just thinking, oh, and so don't do that. Give yourself a layer. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add foil to this in front. I wanna make this section right here in red. So I'm gonna take my red transfer foil. Meanwhile, my Glaminator is already on. You set it to put on the star. So you move this all the way over, it's gonna go blink, 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 and it's gonna beep. And then as soon as it's heated up, this turns into green and it beeps for a quick second, and that's how you know it is ready. And it is on, and I can have my hand all over it and it's doing just fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut this up. You could do every single piece a little bit different. Just keep in mind wherever you have, and this is a giant roll, look how giant this is. Wherever you have toner, you need to cover up. And I always misjudge. Oh, there it goes again, just beeped at me and told me, I'm on, don't forget about me. So wherever you have toner, you need to make sure that you cover it up. Otherwise, you are going to end up having color on your thing. So I'm gonna quickly speed this part up and add gold to all my other stars here. Then we're gonna flip over and we're gonna do the back side. All right, now, as you can see, I have all this covered, and if you look right here, there is paper, but guess what? There is no toner there, so I'm totally fine. Oh, now there's a little piece. I gotta make sure that you don't shift it around. So you get in here, move your little pieces around, and you are good to go. So there we go. Now we're gonna flip this over very carefully, and we are gonna add some color to this side. Now, what if you just wanted to do it to one side? How could you prevent, because this page is obviously showing through, how can you prevent getting the toner onto your plastic? Super, super simple, copy paper. So all I've done is I've just taken a sheet of copy paper and I've laid it down over top of the sections I don't want to have be foiled. So it's covered, it's good now. Now I just want to add a little bit of foil to the top layers. You know what, let's do a green. Let's do one green and one silver, just to show you guys all the beautiful colors here. All right, so everything that's got toner that's exposed, it is covered. Close my sheets, make sure nothing is open, make sure everything is covered up. It shifts a tiny bit, a little bit of a static, if that's okay. I'm gonna flip over again to make sure everything is good. Oh, see that little spot right there? All right, so all the pieces I wanna have foil on this side are covered. Flip over, check this side. Oh, there's one little star poking out. There we go. And now just roll it through. I'm gonna move this a little bit closer to us so we can see what this looks like. So all you have to do is slide this through. The rollers are already on, so all you have to do is just have it guide through. Super simple, it picks it up. I like to hold it because I have these pieces right here in my hands. They're loose, so just hold it and guide it. You can see my hands holding it right there. And it just goes right on through. It will come out a little bit warm on the other side, so just be careful with that. Don't touch it right away. Give it a second to kind of cool off. Just let it do its thing. All right, here we go. Time for the big reveal. It's already kind of loosened up a little bit, but just take a look. It is so cool. I think this is the best part right here. Just look at that. Look, it's so cool. All right, I'm gonna flip this over. You can even see where the toner kind of transferred over a little bit onto the other paper. That's why you need to put a sheet of paper down before you put the plastic. Otherwise, you're gonna see that toner. Oh, and these guys popped off already too. So just look at the shininess. Isn't that fun? So pretty. So as you can see on some of these transfer sheets, on these little foil pieces, there's still a lot of red left. There's nothing to say that you can't cut out. As long as that doesn't have the foil removed, this can be run over and over and over again. So you get a lot of bang for your buck on this. So there's still quite a bit of green on here. There's still, this is the cool part. So one of the things I love to do, especially with a sheet like this, where you can see like there's stars on here and there's just lots of empty spaces, I like to put this back over top and get like a mottled look where it doesn't look like it's fully covered, but it is fully covered. It's really cool. I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple more. I'm gonna show you one more trick with the laminating machine. All right, now I don't wanna foil any of this particular calendar on the inside. So one of the tricks you can do is you can just cover this entire thing with copy paper, right? So as long as it's all completely covered, then I can decide, okay, well, what on this page do I want to cover up? What do I want to have? And what do I not want to have foil on? So the other trick, if you don't want to use the transfer sheet, you can just use copy paper as your sandwich, right? And the more layers you add, if you have copy paper, foil, the regular paper, and the plastic, the less it's going to transfer over. So you get this really cool kind of distressed look, which sometimes I absolutely love, but sometimes I want to have it be really stark and just there. So for this sheet, I'm gonna use the December right here. It's the one that had the stars. I'm gonna show you how distressed that cool page can be. So I'm gonna put this sheet down. I'm gonna have the notes be in green down here, but I want this entire December. No, I'm gonna have the notes be in red because I already have that little piece. But I want the entire December up here to be in green, right? So then all I have to do is pop this paper on top and then just place this whole thing in the Glaminator. Let me show you. So this is still heating up. I like to turn it off when I'm not using it, and you can see that little light flashing. So when you're ready to do the foil, foil is the star, the little wavy lines is laminate, the little snowflake is cold laminate, so it's not as hot. So as far as you go over, you're getting more and more hot, and obviously the 0 is off. It takes about 5 minutes or so for this thing to fully heat up, but once you have it heated up, it's like magic. Light is on, it's set, it did its little beep, check mark is on, and just run it through. So the copy paper acts as your carrier sheet. If you don't want to use your plastic, can't find your plastic sheet, you messed up your plastic sheet like I did, found out this is an amazing trick that you can use. Keep in mind, the more layers, the less heat is getting between the foil and your toner, so you're gonna get that mottled look, which I still think is awesome. Or you can do what I'm doing here to achieve that mottled look, which is using a sheet that already has bits and pieces missing. All right, it's a little bit warm to touch, but it's not bad. Turn the machine off, and yeah, you can pick it up right away. It's just a little bit warm. And let's do our big reveal. Here we go, take a look at that, so pretty. Look at the green. Gorgeous. And then here, so see, look, it already has that kind of mottled look. And on the back side, because we added the toner paper, we've pulled off the toner, so no longer can we add foil to this because we've pulled off the part that the foil would stick to. We instead transferred it to the copy paper. So now that I have all the parts that you want to have foiled, maybe you want to keep some plain, maybe you want to keep some foiled. For this particular planner that I'm doing, I'm going to keep half foiled, half not, just something different, whatever you want to make it. Go ahead and start folding each of the pieces in half. I'm gonna speed this part up for you. Once you have all your pieces folded in half, now it's just the assembly. This is obviously our front and outside cover, so it goes down first, and then you start layering. Now, the piece that is the calendar is the inside piece, so that goes in last. And then you just have to make sure that everything else makes sense. So if here's New Year's Day, then we need to have, not Christmas Day, you're gonna wanna have New Year's Eve. So I folded it the wrong way, totally cool. Just fold it back the other direction, makes sense. So New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, that makes sense. Here we have the 26th, yep, that makes sense, December 26th. Christmas Day, open that up. We have Christmas Eve, and then here we have the full calendar. So let's just make sure that we have all of this lined up before we staple it using our swing line stapler. So Christmas Day, open up, we have our grocery list, we have November, definitely comes first. We have some events, we have December 1st, yep, looks in line. December 1st, it goes the entire week. So we have the 7th, goes to the 14th, goes to 21st. Makes sense so far. Oops, gotta open this up. You have the full calendar in here. Then we have last couple of days of December with our notes, Christmas Eve in there, Christmas Day, the rest of December, and then we have New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So we have this lined up correctly. Yay! Sometimes you just gotta do it the right way. All right, and then from here, we fold this in. Make sure you have everything in line. And I just kind of fold this over just a tiny bit, kind of wedge it in here. It's gonna have a little tiny bit of a crease and then it'll go away. Find your center line. There we go. Little staple. Don't take it out. Just shift it down. Do your best. Find your center line. And just 2 staples and you are set to go. And then just slide it out. And just do your best to kind of unfold this a little bit. It'll lay flat as you go along. So I hope you've enjoyed my DIY printable. Don't forget the printable is down below. Foiled planner for Christmas, all those fun things that you do during the Christmas time frame. Look at all the fun pages. For here, you could even go through and do some of the dates. You could just do the top pieces if you wanted to. You can really do whatever you want out of here. You can just do the tops. Have some fun with that. Print your covers in a different color, have some, just kind of play around with it, change up the foil. For this one, I did silver and then I did some golds. You can change up the colors of the stars on the front. You can have fun with changing up the colors of the stars on the back. Please don't forget to leave your comment about how you would love to use the Glaminator and what kind of projects you would use it for. It is your entry to win a chance to win your own Glaminator package from Xyron. Please don't forget to come back on December 1st at 9 a.m. Central Time to see who the winner is. Thanks so much, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell button, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye, everybody.